Well, what a Royal Rumble match. What's going on, KWP Universe? Wrestling Addict 100 here with you, just a few hours off of WWE Royal Rumble 2016, and we're here, as always, to do a quick review and results video. So we're going to kick things off with the pre-show. We had Darren Young, Damian Sandow, the Dudleys, the Ascension, and the team of Jack Swagger and Mark Henry. A fatal four-way tag team match. The team that won, those two would get entrance into the Royal Rumble. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, didn't even watch this match. I caught the ending of it. The ending was really bad. Like, really, really bad. That would probably be the only downfall of this event. How bad the finish to that pre-show was. I wasn't expecting great things, but that was ugly, man. Anyway, Jack Swagger and Mark Henry, the two former world champions, progressing into the Royal Rumble match by pinning Victor of the Ascension. No surprises there. Next up, we have the Last Man Standing match. A lot of people probably had that one right, thinking that it was going to be the Last Man Standing match, because in order for Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose to be rested enough before the Royal Rumble match, they had to get this one out of the way. You know what? This was a fairly decent Last Man Standing match. They didn't go all over the arena. Weapons were used, which was good to see. The kendo sticks, the tables, the chairs, the announce tables. The Michael Cole's iPad got used at one point from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens actually got thrown into Michael Cole. That was pretty funny to see, considering they seem to have a little bit of a spat from time to time. However, in the end, it was Kevin Owens' own structure that was his demise. At one point during the match, he had set up two tables stacked on top of each other, and then towards the end of the match, Kevin Owens was going for a moonsault. Dean was like laying on four sort of chairs, like just laying back. You could only assume Kevin Owens was going to moonsault back into him. However, Dean got up off the chairs, pushed Kevin Owens. He ends up flipping into the two tables. 10 count, Dean Ambrose retaining. One tick in my column. Great to see. Next match we are going to talk about was the New Day versus the Usos. The tag team titles on the line. This one was great. I don't normally back the Usos' antics as much as that, but that match was like heart in your throat sort of match. Just watching the Usos and the New Day going back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Of course, Xavier getting involved. Xavier taking quite a few bumps, more than normal, from the Usos. Xavier actually executing a lovely tornado DDT where he jumped off the barricade and hit it on one of the Usos, but it was Big E Langston that stole the show at the end of that match. Uso going for the Uso splash. Big E out of nowhere catches him. Big ending off the splash. 1, 2, 3. New Day retain the tag team titles. Another tick in the column. Great to see. The next match we are going to talk about was the United States Championship match. We had Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto, the one-time champion. Again, this was great. They really pulled out a bit more than what they were doing on Raw and SmackDown. And again, a lot of people will be like, in order for this feud to continue, you have to keep the belt on Del Rio. I was in the complete opposite boat. You put it on Kalisto, and then all this thing can continue. Sorry about that little lag just then. But yeah, you do that, you give Kalisto back the title, and that's exactly where they went with it in the end. To Salido del Sols, Kalisto, a two-time United States champion. Another tick in the column. The last title match that we're going to talk about was the Divas title match. Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. And all I can say is, fuck you, Ric Flair. How does he not get kicked from ringside? Honestly, he gets in the way so much. How did he not get booted when he planted the big old kiss on Becky Lynch? I get that it's all part of the aura and the illusion and all that sort of jazz, but honestly, if you're going to kick other people out from ringside, do it to Ric Flair. You know, the antics are starting to get a bit too much, especially when it's in front of the referee. Oh, where'd that sport jacket come from? Oh, it must have come from bloody JBL or something. Come on. The ref seen him do it. And he didn't even boot him from ringside. Like, honestly, but even then, it would have been all over anyway. Charlotte hitting her spear, which is one of the most god-awful things I've ever seen in my life. This was her second spear. She picked up the win. Sasha Banks, though, returning at the end of it. No Team Bad inside, no Team Bad merch, no nothing. Back in like the reddish pink hair. Great to see. And at first you think Sasha, what's she going to do? Because Charlotte was attacking Becky. And then all of a sudden Sasha came out. Everyone's like, oh, surely Sasha's going to turn face. She kicked Becky. And then I was sort of like, oh no, WWE. Why do you make me trust humanity in you? And then, of course, they did their handshake thing that they do. And then Ric Flair got escorted out of the ring, which was good enough for Sasha because backcracker into the bank statement. They will definitely set up Sasha versus Charlotte at Fastlane. Ric Flair just innocently watching on as Sasha absolutely destroyed Charlotte in the bank statement. Then we had the Royal Rumble match. Roman Reigns coming in at number 1, Rusev number 2. I'm not going to go through all the numbers. AJ in at number 3 though. That was a big shock. Everyone was expecting AJ to be there. They weren't sure when he was going to come in though. And having him come in at number 3 was a bit weak. Surprise return wise. No real surprise returns. You had AJ, the only surprise being when he was coming in. You had Sammy. That one was, a little bit of a shocker. Him and Kevin Owens reliving that. And then Triple H, just because he wasn't announced. That was another one. But there wasn't a lot of surprise returns. Like, you didn't get your Jeff Hardys or your DDPs, your Kevin Nashes. Anyway, we'll fast forward to the end of the match. We had Sheamus, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Triple H Final 4. Sheamus gets eliminated by Roman Reigns. It all looks like it's going Roman Reigns' way. Then, all of a sudden, Triple H eliminates Roman out of nowhere. After he eliminates Sheamus, just throws him over. The whole world goes in shock. Everyone's expecting to see Roman Triple H in the end. No. WWE obviously having big different ideas. They decided to go with Dean, the anti-corporate superstar, taking on the leader of the authority, Triple H. These two scuffled for a little bit. No real finishes looked like they were going to get hit at any point. However, in the end, Triple H, man, he took some risks again. The heart and the throat sort of stuff. Especially when Dolph Ziggler at one point super kicked Triple H. You see his hand drop off the rope and you're like, Triple H is gone now. Like, what? And he quickly just grabs it again. I was like, oh my god. Triple H taking some risks. Dean Ambrose at one point nearly had him falling off as well. Triple H, the strength to hold himself up was just phenomenal. In the end, Triple H managing to get under Dean, flips him. Triple H, new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Like a lot of people predicted, he was the odds-on favourite, and in the end, the odds proved to be quite good. So if you follow along with my predictions, 4 out of 5. It's not bad. Someone else had 4 out of 5 though. Breather35 tweeted in his picks, and this was before Royal Rumble as well, which is legit, So now we're at an impasse. Matt, you had a good reign as champion. I hope you enjoyed your time at the Rumble, but your time, like Roman Reigns' time, is up. You're no longer the champion. Me and Breather35 in a tie. How do we resolve this from here? I don't know. I personally can't give you an answer at this stage. So that will be a big incentive to subscribe to the KWP channel. Who will the title belt be going to? Will it be myself or will it be Breather35? Everything's changing here on the KWP. It's the new year and we already are in the position of crowning a new champion. So stay tuned for more by hitting subscribe. Until next time, see you later.